Although Bizarro's demise in Superman and Lois happened far sooner than intended, it served the narrative well. Bizarro ultimately made his dramatic entry in the season's third episode, following misdirects that led viewers to believe he was Doomsday, and was reported dead by the conclusion of the seventh. His death came as a shock given his obvious centrality to the show's Ally Allston plot, not to mention his prominence as a comic book character. Because so little about Bizarro's past and homeworld has been divulged, some have questioned if he truly perished. Bizarro was strangled to death by Anderson in Superman and Lois Season 2, Episode 7, Anti-Hero. The fact that Anderson left the body behind and that Superman told Tal-Rho that Bizarro died solidified the idea that Superman's Bizarro counterpart is no longer alive. Later, Bowen and Elizabeth, the director of Anti-Hero, made comments on Anderson's killing the character. Of course, this doesn't rule out the potential of Bizarro reappearing in the Arrowverse at some point in the future, but for the time being, the character appears to be dead in the Arrowverse. Many fans were disappointed by the choice to murder Bizarro, especially because it seemed like there was more the program could do with the anti-hero, such as a team-up with Superman, extra flashbacks, and so on. Bizarro's actions, on the other hand, suggest that he couldn't have been a long-term hero in the series. Even though Superman was beginning to understand Bizarro as a person, releasing his duplicate would have been uncharacteristic of him. Regardless of his intentions, Bizarro is responsible for the deaths of 2 young children. The fact that Superman returned Tal-Rho to his cell at the end of Episode 7 suggests that Clark was never going to let Bizarro walk free. He has a set of values to uphold. As a result, finding a permanent home for Bizarro in the Arrowverse has always been a challenge. He can't be utilized as a hero because he's definitely not a real evil. Furthermore, he eventually accomplished his narrative goal of introducing the notion of Bizarro world, setting up Superman's struggle with Anderson, and laying the stage for the regular hero's confrontation with Ally Allston. The season's true major antagonists eventually met as a direct result of Bizarro's death. In addition to allowing the program to focus more on Anderson and Ally in the remaining episodes of the season, Superman and Lois offered a rare character death and demonstrated that its plots had actual implications. This decision lost the show a fan-favorite DC Comics anti-hero, but it doesn't mean the show won't continue to explore his past in the Arrowverse. More trips to Bizarro World seem inescapable at this point, given the story's trajectory. Superman and Lois can still shed insight on what type of person he was, his connection with Tal-Rho, and what happened to Bizarro's family through other characters.